All right, we're
We
good.
are. We good. We good. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. I am yours truly, Desert Eagle 90, and my partner over here, right here, Joey Shakes. What's going on?
So
Shake
much, man.
Squad,
Shake
man,
spot up.
man. So it's been a while since we live streamed together, and
Yeah, it's been a long
it's
time.
been a long time.
Overdue.
Sure, a lot of you know what's going on lately. We already know, so hasn't been as easy, but it feels good to be doing this again. How you feeling, Joey? How's it going?
Good, man. Just want to kind of go over some things we haven't really talked about, like the last preseason game and some of the moves the Eagles made, and how we're really feeling about this team going forward into the second week of preseason, facing the Jacksonville Jaguars on Thursday night.
Yeah. Speaking of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we have heard some interesting news. Nick Foles,
Oh,
Big Dick Nick in Saxtonville, will not be playing. Fucking sucks. Why, Nick Foles? Why? No, I'm just kidding. It's all. I agree with them though. I don't blame their decision. Just as we're not going to be playing Carson Wentz, and I think that's a pretty damn smart decision. But how you feeling though? I mean, this upcoming game, the Eagles and the Jaguars.
I think what I'm going to be looking for in this game, because since Doug has already talked about like the starters not knowing if the starters are going to play, but we all know no one is playing, so you got to cut the bullshit. So um, I'm looking for probably the defensive end spot I want to look for the most because we're still looking for that fourth and fifth spot right now. So you got Josh Sweat. Um, we got Eli Harold from the Buffalo Bills, which he's been a starter and he's very aggressive, and which was a great trade. We traded an undrafted guy for a guy that's made plays in the league. So it's not he's only 25 years old, so a young guy. Um, DeSean Hall that lit it up in the last preseason
Yeah,
game. He looked pretty damn
yeah,
good, and I haven't really heard his name in any like even during training camp. I really didn't hear his name that much at all, but he just showed
yeah.
up. Um, but defensive end is probably where I'm looking the most. I'm not really looking for the corner spot just because these no-name guys aren't really going to do much. And then linebacker is probably another one too, just because I like watching LJ Fort and see what these other guys can do. So I don't know what position you're really looking for the most out of this, going forward with this preseason coming Thursday.
Um, I'm gonna go with linebackers because I know a linebacking situation has been it's been a rough week. You know, Nigel Bradham. What he hurt his foot or his toe or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that and it was another guy that got hurt just recently. Who was it? I'm trying to remember. It's been pretty thin lately. Who the hell was it?
The
Was it just
Nigel, yeah, because you have LJ Fort and you have Zach Brown and brain
it
fart.
was
LJ
something else?
Fort, Zach Brown, and then Nigel Brown's not even playing.
Yeah, I thought it was another linebacker that got hurt too.
Nate
Um,
Gary is still there.
yeah, I know Nate Gary's still there. Nate Gary is still there.
And then
I
yeah,
don't know why.
Camu we're talking about. Camu Gruchet Hill.
Camus Boucher Hill. Yeah, he was the one that got hurt. Yeah, yeah, he was the one that got hurt. So yeah, I'm going to say I'm looking forward to the linebackers. I'm looking forward to see what LJ Fort can do, what Paul Warlow can do. I mean, there was supposed to be some excitement about him since we got him from the Atlanta Falcons, but I think he torn his ACL like last year, and yeah, it really sucked right there. But I'm looking to see what's going to happen because I know we're going to be going without Camus Grugier Hill for a while. Nigel Bradham, I'm not sure how long he's going to be out. But before I go any further, y'all, I know it's been a while since we had a live stream. It's been a while since I drunk one of these. So I just want to say cheers to all of you. Boy Joey Shakes. Cheers. That's good. That's healthy for you. At least you won't be catching
It
a
is.
Charlie horse
It is.
anytime soon. Mhm.
Yeah,
But
LJ Fort, man. LJ Fort, because I've noticed him the most because he's got that black visor on, so I like see him on the field
yeah,
constantly. Dude, LJ Fort is
mhm,
all over the field, man. He is good against the run. His pass coverage
mhm.
ain't that bad, but um I like LJ Fort a lot. I think that was a really, really good pickup. He's just all over the field. He's always making tackles. He's always in the right spot at the right time. Um, I think I'm really happy with that pickup. That's LJ Fort was the guy that was like a special teamer. Like he was at the Browns. He was with the Steelers. He was just a special
Mhm.
teamer, um, and then like he started late last year with the Steelers, and he really just lit it up. He was always a good special teamer, but he started at linebacker. He could play inside. He could play outside, and he literally just I don't know. He just played really well at the end of last year. The Eagles took a chance on him, and I'm hoping he works out. Nigel Brown will be back week 1. It's just like all these veteran guys are just resting, and you know, and that's really it. But linebacker spot, I think, after we get through this game, and then once the Ravens come into town and practice with at the NovaCare complex, will be fun to watch, and then we should be good by the start of the season.
Yeah, so you hear that, Eagles fans? We're going to be good by the starting of the season. What you're going to see now, it does not mean we're going to be seeing, what you're going to be seeing in the regular season. Our starters are relaxing. All right? This preseason stuff that you see is nothing but JV, freshman, Pop Warner, just guys just playing for their position. You're not going to see, what you're not seeing our system, you're not seeing our starters. There's a reason we didn't play a lot of starters. I mean, bad enough, we're already losing players, but
Mm-hmm.
so if you're thinking this is a serious football game, then you're going to be disappointed. Just put your phone down, ignore preseason. What we're just expecting the next 3 games, just whoever's going to fill the 53-man roster. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. LJ Fortestan, we all know what's going to happen with Paul Warlow. Here's a shocker. Sheldon Gibson. He
Mm.
was cut. Sheldon Gibson. Holy crap. I
Yeah,
mean,
like, geez.
that was crazy. One I did not expect. But then again, the wide receiving position is pretty deep. We got Alshon Jeffrey, DeSean Jackson, JJ Arcega-Whiteside. That right there sounds very exciting if you're an Eagles fan. Not if you're, but you got Nelson Aguilar. And Sheldon Gibson gets cut. Who is it? What's the other guy named? Mikael White,
Mark
something like that. We got
Mark and Michelle that just got that 75-yard touchdown and beat a starting
yeah.
cornerback in Adoree Jackson off the Tennessee Titans. I mean, Mark and Michelle like came from the CFL. I mean, like
Okay.
Sony Michelle's brother. Sony Michelle plays for the Patriots, and that's another guy. Braxton Miller is another guy, but I don't think he's going to make it. I know we got rid of Devin Ross a while ago.
Mm,
Um, that's Matt Collins too. He's playing right now. He injured himself again. He ended up injuring himself again, and I think he's fine because he's been practicing now. So, I thought Matt Collins was supposed to be that guy. Like, I mean, every time he had his chance, even in 2017 when he had his chance to come into a game, he really made as much possible out of it. And that groin injury that he had really kept him out. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it must have been that serious that he couldn't even get on the field at all. But receiver wise, I'm not worried at all. But it's just because when you had Shelton Gibson there, you had a little bit of a speed guy, and God forbid anything happens to Jackson at all. God forbid, then you're back to square one. No speed guy. You got rid of DeAndre Carter last year,
that was a big
so
mistake.
that was
Yeah.
dumb. That was really
That was
dumb.
very dumb.
And he started for the Houston Texans. I mean, he's not going to be starting this year because Will Fuller is back. Their D threat's back now, but whatever his name is, Fuller. I forgot his first name,
I think
but
that was it. Yeah.
so I don't
Fuller,
know. So for lacking
Fuller.
speed, you have DeAndre Tompkins too, is another guy, that undrafted wide receiver from Penn State, and he was supposed to be like some big deep threat guy, undrafted guy, and he got some kick returns in the game last week, and I really wasn't happy with his speed at all. Like, he looked very slow, or unless he was very hesitant on the kick returns, but he didn't look too good. But I mean, you know, we'll see.
All right, so I'm looking at the chat right quick. What's going on to everybody in the chat? This thing keep popping up on my laptop. But yeah, I kind of jumped and because I heard a door open. Jason said, "Do you look like you about to get robbed?" That's why he jumped like that. Hey, I mean, when you hear a door just open expectantly, of course you're going to jump. I mean, good thing I don't have my headset on. That's probably my cat though. Yeah. Um. um. Shout out to the homie Peace 85, Fly Eagles Fly, Peace 85. He said, "What's one player you look forward to stepping up this season?" I'm gonna let you answer that one. What do you think?
What's one player we're looking forward to step up this season?
Yep.
Like is it a rookie player or someone that's already on the roster?
Let's go with both. Yeah, let's go with both. You know, to hell with it. Let's go with both.
All right, so rookie wise, I want to see Miles Sanders ball out. I want to see that he might be the face of the backfield, or the face of the running back by committee backfield, this year, and see what he could do. Um, I don't know, like Miles Sanders, like he only had like 3 touches last week, but at the same time, he really had there was really no blocking. I mean, it was just like you didn't have the starting offensive line out there, so like we didn't really see much. He really had nowhere to run. Even Jordan Howard, he got the ball a few times. He got like 3 yards each time he got the ball, but nothing special. But and there's a lot of players that like to step up, especially rookie wise, even with Jaws as well, with JJ Arcega-Whiteside as well. So he looked pretty damn good too. But like a regular player on the roster wise, um, I want to see Derek Barnett.
I was about to say that.
I want
Yeah.
to see Derek Barnett do some work. I want
Yeah.
to see him get some double-digit sacks this year, which would be nice, but it's very hard with this defense because as long as you get pressure, like you're doing your job, like that's all you have to do is just you don't even need to get the sacks. That's why it was like 2016. Brand Graham had like the most pressures, but the numbers weren't there. But that's what you need to do in this on this defensive line, this front. Like as long as you get pressure, you're helping out somebody else to get a sack. If you make a quarterback, backpedal. If you make a quarterback, stay in the pocket. If you make a running back, run backwards or false step. Then you're doing your job pretty much. But Derek Barnett's he was playing so well last year, and then unfortunately with that shoulder injury, it sucked. So
Yeah. Yeah. Since you already picked Derek Barnett, I'm going to pick someone else. But rookie wise, Miles Sanders was a great choice. I think it's a good argument between Miles Sanders, Andre Dillard, and JJ Arcega-Whiteside. But I'm going to go with Andre Dillard. I feel very excited for him. Especially if Jason Peters were knock on wood, if he were to get hurt, we ain't got to worry about who's going to protect and everything. I mean, because Big V, there are times when Big V shows up, but there are also times when he misses blocks and everything. But I've seen what Andre Dillard could do, and I'm actually warming up to him already. I like the commitment that he shows for the team, and that he's willing to protect Carson Wentz and everything. And it's what happens when you're rolling with Jason Peters, because Jason Peters don't be having that shit. So I mean, Rookie wise, I'm going to go with Andre Dillard. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. Surprise a lot of doubters because a lot of people say Andre Dillard came from this division that wasn't really good, but um, I think he's going to prove everybody wrong. I mean, at this point, Carson Wentz was in the same situation, but look at him. We already know how talented he is. He's just, he just the injuries is the problem. But rookie wise, I'm going to say Andre Dillard. But player wise, veteran wise, I know you picked Derek Barnett. That's a good pick.
Right.
All right. I am going to go with Sidney Jones. I think he's
That's
I
a
think
good
he's
one.
going to surprise people. Yeah. I think he's going to surprise people. He has yet to prove himself. So I see a lot in him, but the torn Achilles, I kind of felt like we just brung him back way too soon. We tried to get him way too involved. So I thought they probably should have made, as much as I hate to bring this team up, but they probably should have been like the Cowboys and just let the player just sit out for the entire year, because they did that with who was it, Jalen Smith?
Yeah.
They could
Yeah.
they should Sidney Jones just sit out and a whole nother season or two. But I feel like Sidney Jones is going to step up where everyone least expected. I have a good feeling about him. We already know how talented he is. He's supposed to be he's a zone coverage guy, right? Not man to man. Is he man to man or
Yeah.
zone coverage?
I think he's zone.
Yeah. We need that kind of wide receiver. But I'm going to go with Sidney Jones though. I feel like he can definitely he's definitely going to do something good for us. All right. So
If you just
now
to go back, like if you go back to Andre Dillard, like not only is he getting mentored by Jason Peters, he's going against really good pass rushers. Like I read a lot of stuff during I cover camp and been covering practice every day. So he's blocked Vinny Curry. He's actually blocked Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham almost had a sack on Carson Wentz and just kept him there. But even watching him in this preseason game last year, and I think they went over like his tape a million times, like almost every other play. And he's got really strong hands. He's and then his one downfall they said about coming out of the draft that that Jeff Stalin, the offensive line coach, was saying that he's not good of a run blocker. But during this draft, it was a very big defensive draft. So we all thought pass rusher. We all thought Josh Jacobs. We all thought all these guys that for weeks and weeks and weeks, and that we just kept ignoring it, putting our phones down, like don't fucking listen to the bullshit. After the whole Dalvin Cook bullshit, after we were on the Dalvin Cook train, Reuben Foster, all that bullshit.
Yeah. I was on the Reuben Foster train. Yeah,
I was on the Dalvin Cook train, and look where those two have ended up.
Hell, we could have had Joe Mixon. Shout out to EDP. We could have had Joe Mixon. Yeah. First of all, I want to give a major shout out to the homie Darius, man. He's in the chat right now. He's saying it's Kessler's season. Kessler preseason, but it slipped my mind already about Cody Kessler. So which leads me to which? No. Okay, so we're gonna at his request. We're I always getting mixed up. At his request, we're not going to talk about
worse. Which is worse?
Cody Kessler is going to be our backup starting for tonight. Well, tomorrow. Sorry.
But which is worse though? Which is worse though, Kessler or Clayton Thornton? 5th round pick, bro. 5th round pick.
That was a big waste. A big waste.
And the Chargers came up front and got Easton Sick, the guy that played, at North Dakota. So, and he's actually doing well with the Chargers right now. But that guy couldn't even throw a 10-yard pass. He couldn't even throw a 10-yard pass. He literally rolled out right, nobody even chasing him, and a wide receiver wide open, and he threw it to the fucking ground.
Hey, he thought the ground. I don't know,
bro.
The ground caught it.
I swear to God, like I would never, as bad as I am at throwing a fucking football, I would never miss that. I would never miss that shit. I don't even know. 5th round pick, bro.
All right, before we finish this, let me give a shout out to the homie Joel. Also appreciated Reaper. What's it supposed to say? Reaper Skull 19. Say I'm a family man now. Congrats. I appreciate it, y'all. What's up, Lethal? So Philly Joy. Shout out to the homie Philly Joy, by the way. He asked how many touchdowns for DeSean Jackson. I know we haven't really talked about DeSean Jackson, but you say, hey, look, this thing just popped up. Hey, that's pretty cool. Hey, that's pretty cool.
You can do that. You can do that on here.
I thought we had to just manually click it.
No, wow. I did.
Oh, okay. All right. Good for Q&As then. My bad. All right.
We're not that advanced yet.
Damn. Well, it is a beta, so who knows? Anyway, so Philly Joy asks, how many touchdowns for DeSean Jackson? Man, DeSean Jackson. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I give him 10 touchdowns for the year. Just because there are so many other, especially you get into the red zone. I mean, we shouldn't be kicking field goals this year. I mean, we got between Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Aguilar, then you got Zach Ertz, then you can put a 2 tight end set, and then have Goddard in the mix with everything else. And then, if you go in the red zone, it's even crazy because you put Arcega-Whiteside in there. And then you got Jordan Howard in the backfield, Miles Sanders, you got Darren Sproles, you got Corey. I mean, it's just the ball can go to so many guys, and how DeSean Jackson was utilized in his early years in Philadelphia are going to be different now, and how he's utilized in this offense. And DeSean Jackson has already said that Doug is using DeSean in different ways, not just lying him outside. He could be using him in a lot more different ways. It could be reverses. It could be screens. I mean, it could trick. I mean, you never know. But that's why I'm not putting anything on DeSean Jackson. I'm not saying he can't. But this is a totally, when he came from Tampa Bay, like totally different. So many more weapons. Just so much more you could do with him. And you know how Doug in 2017, how Doug was so creative. You never knew what play he was going to do. And between that and him being so aggressive on 4th downs, I mean, Doug said he's going to be more aggressive this year than he's ever been aggressive. So you see a lot of 4th down, conversions happening this year.
Wait, Maverick just said Zeke has been seen on South Street. Wait, I thought he was in Cabo. Or is he back already?
Maybe.
I don't know. We're gonna talk. You know what? We're gonna talk about that at the very end. I know it's up to you, Joe. It's your stream.
No, go ahead. I don't care. Say whatever you want. Okay.
But no, we're not going to talk about that right now. You know what we're talking about. No, okay. We're gonna save that for the end. When we get up, probably come back for like the last 10 minutes or so. But kind of slipped my mind. We was talking. We was talking about the DeSean Jackson.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go with between 5 to 10 touchdowns. Not because he's not in the negative. I'm going to go with 7 touchdowns. I'm going to go with 7 touchdowns. Alshon Jeffrey is going to have maybe about 9 or 10 touchdowns. Most of DeSean Jackson's. I know you say he's going to be used for like screens and stuff, right? For like stuff, more than just deep routes.
He's gonna be used for a lot of things. I think they'll utilize him. They'll utilize him in the backfield, or they might even line him up if they see like there's a nickel corner that's like real weak or really can't cover. they want to put DeSean Jackson in the slot, they could do that too. I have no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind they'll do that. I know for a fact they'll do that. If they exploit some weakness on any team's defense, that's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like look at a guy here. Here's a perfect example. You made a video about it, or you put the video up about it with fucking brain fart. What's his name? The Redskins corner. Mr. Play one side of the field.
Oh, Burt Toast Norman. I know you're talking about. Yeah. Burt Toast Norman.
God.
You get paid millions and millions to get toasted like that. Yeah. They, all this time they have been saying that, we never threw the ball towards Josh Norman, but when we did, he scored right in his face. I don't know who it was, but the wide receiver.
Here's a good question by Lethal Talent 24. Thanks for asking about this. That's pissing me off a little bit too. How many 30-yard field goals Jake Elliott gonna miss? I'm just serious. Because he missed a 40-yarder in the preseason. Then he made a 53-yarder, and then he missed a 40. He misses the close ones, but he makes the ones that are far. What the fuck?
He's probably going to miss probably 3 or 4.
Extra points are cool, but
he's going to miss PATs. I'm going to give it at least. That's the thing. He's good at making 50-yarders, but he misses PAT. He misses PATs more than he misses 50-yarders. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he needs to get his shit together. Like I said, in the red zone, I really hope this offense should not be kicking field goals. We shouldn't be kicking 3 points ever. With this offense in the red zone, no fucking way.
Yeah.
No way.
That's what I'm saying. We should not be kicking 3-pointers. We should not be having 3 and outs. Especially back. I mean, if you have a 3 and out, because penalties or whatever, and they got the whatever, but it should be constant, consistently back to back 3 and outs. It's just come on. We got the weapons. This is no more excuse. We can't even say anything at this point. We really can't. And last time, our offense was really good in 2017. We were one of the best in third down conversions. So, I mean, whether we were 10 yards back or whatever, I mean, further, we still always converted, though. We still always got it. So, I mean,
yeah, he can make a 61-yarder. He can make a 61-yarder. He can make a 53-yarder. Can't make a 40-yarder, even a 35-yarder, 30-yarder. But I don't know why. But I mean, your one job is to kick. I mean, that's it. You don't even have to work out. You don't even have to go to the gym.
But hey, Philly Joey said, "How many interceptions am I getting this year?" I'm probably going to say 2. I'll probably get 2 of them. I'll probably get 2 interceptions.
For the Carson Wentz for the year?
Sidney Jones probably going to beat me out of it. Huh?
Oh, all right, now I get it. He meant you. Well, he's a million people. He's Ronald Darby. He's fucking Sidney Jones. How many people? He's a million people.
Yeah.
He's Mark and Michelle. He's Avante Maddox.
I was Larry Fitzgerald. I was Larry Fitzgerald. It's hard to believe he's still playing.
Yeah, his last year. It's going to be his last year probably. He only signed a 1-year deal.
I feel bad for him. One of the greatest wide receivers, and they still have yet to win the Super Bowl. Remember, he was supposed to come here in what was it? 2009? Was it 2009?
Who was supposed to?
Larry Fitzgerald. There was talks that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was supposed to happen. It was a few picks. It was huge.
Yeah. But speaking of which, Maverick, I was about to say that. it doesn't matter how many PATs or 30 yarders we miss, 50 yarders we make. At least we will never have a Cody Parkey on the team, Mr. Double Doink. By the way, y'all. By the way, I told y'all I was going to re-edit that video.
It was
with the
perfect.
Cody Parkey. Yeah, Doug Peterson icing that kick. You know, I told you I was going to edit it, and I finally got it done. Dong, dong. I'm surprised nobody did that, though. I'm surprised nobody did that.
Yeah, imagine if like ESPN like called you and said, "Can we put that up as like a commercial or something?" That'd be perfect.
Right? That would be. That would be.
Now, another question I'd like to ask you is: do you think this roster is more talented than the 2013 roster?
2013 when it was like Michael Vick. No. It was Chip Kelly year, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we had Michael Vick. DeSean Jackson was in that year. We had LaShawn McCoy.
Macklin.
Jeremy Macklin, yeah. Riley Cooper.
Riley Cooper's best year and only year.
That was his best and only year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I don't think Malcolm Jenkins was there. Was he? He was here that year, right? His first year? Malcolm Jenkins. Or did he come in 2014?
He came in he came in 14.
He came in 14. I'm trying to remember who were safeties. Yeah, because so many people we had. I think Trent Cole was there. Huh?
I forgot who our corners were that year.
I'm trying to think who our corners were. It wasn't really all that good, that I do know.
Our defense was not good. Like our offense was, we had the top offensive line, and we had the the leading rusher of the league, and that was like it. Oh, we had Patrick Chung
was on the team.
Yeah.
Shout out to Phil Doyle. We did have Nate Allen. Okay. We did have Nate Allen. I remember that. Yeah. Malcolm Jenkins came in 2014. So we had Kerry Williams, and the other guy had to be, I don't know if it was Bradley Fletcher or was it Oswald was gone. I think he was gone that same year. Yeah. Kerry Williams. I think Bradley Fletcher was what, 2015? I don't know. It's just starting to be well forgotten already.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even remember.
But to answer your question, I do think this team is way more talented than 2013. I mean, the only position I would probably say is better than the Eagles. Maybe quarterback is a bit debatable, but Michael Vick wasn't really in his prime. He wasn't really. He was good. He was great, but I don't think he was still the same guy from the Falcons. But he was still great, though. It was good to see. He still had it as far as running and everything. But I think it was his age that just caught up to him, and he was getting a lot of, what was it, cramps or hamstrings or whatever.
Yeah.
But what position we would probably say was better? Our corners aren't really all that good this year, but 2013 was definitely not better.
I think we're more balanced because we weren't balanced in 13. Yeah, we just had a high-powered offense with no defense, literally.
Yeah, and to mention our defensive coordinator at the time was Billy Davis, if I'm correct.
God.
Juan Castillo was 2012. Billy Davis was 2013. God, and neither were good at all. I think Billy. That's a good question. I don't. Who do y'all think is worse out of Juan Castillo or Billy Davis? I mean, Juan Castillo always with the wide nines, man. Always with the wide nines, but that's what made it a lot worse, though.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
so excited when Doug brought on Jim Schwartz. Like, I knew this defense was going to be fucking nasty when he brought him on. This. You can't get any better than Jim Schwartz. He's like probably one of the most failing head coaches in the league. But as a defensive coordinator, yeah, this is
One of
why
the
you don't.
yeah.
Hmm?
Go ahead. Said one
Like
of the
this is.
worst coach.
Oh.
You go ahead, my bad.
No, you go ahead. All right.
No, so you go ahead. All right. So, wait. Alex said Billy Davis was not fucking garbage, or do you mean hot fucking garbage?
Yeah, he meant hot.
You must have been hot fucking garbage.
Billy
But
Davis was a yes
yeah.
man. Fucking
Jesus Christ. Now the worst coach, I would definitely have to say, one of the worst coaches for sure. I'm going to say Chip Kelly. I'm going to say Adam Gase, definitely. Hugh Jackson, holy fuck. That dude. Remember when Hugh Jackson was supposed to be the best coach coming up? I don't think Sean McVay is a terrible coach, but he's overrated in my opinion. They put him ahead of Doug Peterson.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year. I mean, yeah, you turn a 4-12 team. They were 4-12 before they were 10-6, right?
I think so. Mm-hmm.
Just to go one and done. How is that coach of the year? How? But
to a team that hasn't won a Super Bowl in never. Like a new head coach, a brand new team. Okay, bro. Whatever.
Meanwhile, Doug Peterson, I still can't get over Doug Peterson. We're 7-9 back to back. You know, Chip in there in his nonsense. 10-6, 10-6, 7-9, if I'm correct. Then we were 7-9 in Doug Peterson's first year. The following year, prior we were 7-9. We were basement dwellers, but this year we were 13-3. The Falcons were no. Here's how you know he deserves it. Excuse me. Carson Wentz got hurt in week 12, week 13.
Yeah.
And yet we still haven't really lost our touch with Nick Foles. The Falcons were 6-point favorites.
And the sixth seed. And they were the sixth.
They're a 6 seed. Well, they were 6-point favorites, right? Were they 6-point favorites or 3-point favorites?
I think it was more than 3. I think it was like 6.
All right, so they were 6-point favorites, which is, I think that's the most in the NFL for a 6-seed team going to, visiting. That's what, the first in the NFL or the highest in the NFL? But Doug Peterson, even though it was a very close game, but we proved them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Took the team to the NFC Championship, blew them out. Supposed to be the best defense. But what greatest defense gives up 39 points? It was 39, right? I think it was 30. It was like 37 or 39.
Yeah.
But in the end, Sean McVay, just a whole lot of, I'm not going to get too inappropriate, but I still can't get over that, man. It's funny. It was 38. My bad. It was 38-7. My bad. It was 38. I said 39.
Yeah, I thought this team was going to at least take 3 years to at least make a run. I thought it was going to take at least maybe 2, maybe I said 3 the most, 3 years after he was hired, that Doug was hired, maybe we would be in contention, but I was wrong. We were all wrong.
Yeah. So someone mentioned Chip Kelly once again, but you got to say you was happy. That reminds me, highlight David Sadi's quote. You got to say you was happy with C. Jelly. You got that? All right. So about that, He's probably talking about Chip Jelly, Chip Kelly, Chip. Yeah. Um, I want to ask y'all this. Joey, I'm going to ask you this. How did you feel about Chip Kelly in 2013 when we went from the dream team when we were 4-12 to 2013? You know, we had a whole new system. You know, we won the division. You know, the team looked for real. You know, teams looked like they couldn't stop us. You know, we were fast pacing everything. But how did you feel? Did you feel like Chip Kelly was a genius for that moment? Was you on board? What did you think?
I was on board to the fact that he was bringing in a college offense to the NFL, surprising everybody with those surprisingly with that offense, just staying on the field, doing plays really fast, getting defenses off guard. And not only that, but keeping the guys, honestly, what I could say from the Chip Kelly era that was a lot better than now is that during the Chip Kelly era, our guys were healthy. We never had injuries, period. Like whatever he had, like the sports science stuff that he had going on, nobody was ever hurt like at all. Then I'm hearing Doug today. Doug Pearson's like, "Oh, we've been banging bodies for 3 weeks." I'm like, "What?" He said that today. He's like, "We've been banging bodies for 3 weeks," and people took a joke because he said banging bodies, so everyone was fucking like making a joke about it. But they've had a lot of physical periods this camp. They've had a lot of live periods this camp. So I don't know if that's affecting us to the where people are getting nicked up with little ankle injuries and hamstrings and this and that. Like it was already enough that when we drafted Miles Sanders, he practiced, he got a friggin' like a little like minor torn like hamstring or whatever it was, and he missed like all of OTAs, all of minicamp, and Doug was like keeping him out the whole time. And surprisingly, he's turned a lot of heads and he's caught up and he's doing really well. But if you go back to the Chip Kelly days, I was on board. I was on board because it was working. But I think after he got rid of everybody and he brought in all these high profile, just brought in all these guys, contracts didn't matter. Like he didn't value personnel, so it was just a plug-in offense. So if somebody's contract was up, they're gone. The only people that he re-signed, I think he re-signed Connor Barr into a mega deal. He re-signed Michael Kendricks. Then you brought in Ryan Matthews that couldn't stay healthy. Great running back. I love Ryan Matthews. Just can't stay healthy. Fumbles the ball. DeMarco Murray. Getting DeMarco Murray was huge just because it was a shot towards the Cowboys. And on top of everything else, I think DeMarco Murray would have worked out if he was in the offense that we're in now because they just used him the wrong way. And it was embarrassing. Like, you can't take preseason that seriously. Sometimes you have to, like for the backups. And we were that preseason with Sam Bradford. We were killing teams those 4 games. And what happened? I went to that Dallas game the second week. Embarrassing. We went negative rushing yards. Negative. I mean, it just teams have caught on to what Chip Kelly was doing, but I think Chip Kelly got rid of so much. He was valuing his system over the talent. So he didn't give a shit about the talent. He says, I could plug in anybody. I could put Mark Sanchez as a quarterback. I could put in any running back. I could put any player at running back, and I could run this offense and be successful, but it's not true. So the more games you lose and then the players start having issues, DeMarco Murray on the back of the plane going to Jeffrey Lurie, like behind the head coach's back saying that there's a huge problem here. I was on board, but it just by 2015, it was a joke. Like we lost against the worst teams. We lost against the Dolphins, and then we faced Doug Martin ran the ball on us. We first Tampa Bay. He rushed for almost 200 yards. Like they beat us by 4 touchdowns. I'm like, dude, we're losing against the worst teams. And then it was like And as soon as he got fired, it was just the best feeling. And you don't even care what was to come next. You're just like, he's gone. Billy Davis is gone, and it was a dream come true. All this happening. You know what? It's just a dream come true. I mean, it sucks that we've lost players that we've loved dearly, like LaShawn McCoy and DeSean Jackson's back. He wasted 5 years going from the Redskins to Tampa, and wasted 5 years of his career doing that. He should have been here. He should have fucking played here. And you know what? At this point, it's his time was up. His time was up. And I mean, imagine if we had a Hard Knocks for 2015. Imagine if the Eagles had a Hard Knocks. You know how that would have been. That would have been the most I would have watched that every week. That's how dysfunctional, because dysfunctional shit brings people to watch reality. It's to be a reality show, pretty much. But it just got over time. It got worse. Like when you're winning games, and you're in the system with Chip Kelly. It was good, but when you start losing, Chip Kelly was more towards not the players coach. Then after getting fired, and then he went to San Francisco. I saw in his mic'd up videos, he seemed more with the players. He seemed during the games he was more with them and was a
Yeah.
little bit different, but still just can't be a head coach. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's my view on the whole Chip Kelly situation and stuff. So
I agree, man. I don't even think I need to explain my side, but I am going to bring this up, though. I guess we can hear yours, too. The Redskins, when we got blown out, man, let me tell you something, man. I remember that. I was in West Philly. I was watching it, with a friend of mine. It was just me and him. We had some beer, we didn't really have the best. The cheesesteaks was good, but it wasn't no Leo's or no Geno's. It wasn't no gems or anything. But we was very excited, man. We wanted to put an end to the whole losing streak to the Redskins and everything. But deep down inside, we knew we wasn't necessarily going to win because the Redskins was good, and they had DeSean Jackson. We always lost because of DeSean Jackson. But when we lost that game, it wasn't just a loss. It was a blowout. It was a terrible loss. I got home. I was drinking, bro. I got very emotional. That was one of those games. It just sucked. And what I was thinking about this whole time, that whole night was damn, do we have to deal with this for the next 5 years? It was for the next couple days. It was the worst feeling, bro. It was the worst feeling. Going to work, getting up early in the morning or whatever, dealing with people talking shit about the Eagles, But I'll tell you this. What was it? 3 or 4 days later, when Chip Kelly got fired, oh man, it was the best feeling. It was the best feeling. It's like Jeffrey Lurie heard us, man. Jeffrey Lurie heard us. His ass was out of here, bro. It was the best feeling ever, man. I just felt like I didn't care if we lost, if we had to, go for a whole. I don't care if we had a bad year until we eventually get a quarterback or whatever. I was just happy. I was ready to start over. And now look at us. We gave up a lot to get Carson Wentz. Sam Bradford showed his true colors after that. He started holding out or whatever. His ass ended up being gone a week prior to the game. Crazy. It's like it was destiny from that point. Because we gave up a whole lot to get Carson Wentz, and we wasn't going to start him. But out of nowhere, we all thought Sam Bradford was the starter, but no, he got traded a week before the Browns game. It was crazy.
For a first-round pick.
For a first-round pick. And I kept telling Vikings fans, I still tell them to this day, y'all got robbed. You would give up a first-round pick for a quarterback with 2 torn ACLs.
Mm.
2 torn ACLs. That's never won a playoff game. That's never won the division, if I'm correct. I don't think they ever won the division. Best record.
No, like when he was with Jeff Fisher. No.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And his best record was 8-8.
Mm-hmm.
Gave up a first-round pick. And with that first-round pick, we got Derek Barnett. It all went well from that point on.
Which we played from the Vikings, which we played the Super Bowl over in Minnesota, which Derek Barnett recovered the football after Brandon Graham Holy shit.
Remember how there was this argument between Taco Charlton and
you know that video? He's like,
yo,
yo, he was like
yo, all right. Yeah.
He was like doing some like what the fuck are you doing type moves.
He must have thought he was on NFL Blitz or fucking Game Day of 2002 or something. You know when you hit the L1 button, you be like, That's exactly what it was. He must have thought he was on NFL Street or fucking Game Break. What's it called? Game Breaker or Back Breaker, whatever the hell that game was. I never played that, by the way, but I don't know what the fuck he was doing, bro. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But that's their first round pick, man. That's kind of like the Marcus Smith of our fucking team. It's maybe worse than that. But all I gotta say is, man, I'm just happy where we at right now, man. I could never look back from what we had to go through. For real. What we had to go through to get here. It was bad, bro. We were like the homeless people on the corner, just asking
please.
I got these cheeseburgers, man. We've been through so much, bro. It was awful. It was bad, man. If we kept, I'm gonna tell you something. If we kept Chip Kelly for a whole nother year, we would have lost to the Browns. We would have lost to the Browns, bro.
Probably.
But I know we're getting way, way off topic, but I'm just, I'm enjoying it though. I'm enjoying it. But Philly Joy had another question. He said, how many TDs is Carson Wentz throwing this year? That's a real good question. I could be biased and say 40. I could be, but no, I'm gonna let you. What do you think? What do you think?
I could say 47 with 4,200 yards.
Okay, so perhaps okay. So I'm not okay. Cool. All right.
So you're not afraid
cool.
to say
so I'm not crazy after that. Okay, but I'm gonna say he's gonna hit over 33. Yeah. Come on, like this.
That's
way
fair.
More talent. Yeah. Way more. This team is way more talented than 2017. Way more talented. But which leads to the next question. That's if you're ready to move on to the next.
I'm good.
You good? All right. Mm-hmm. So I know you asked if this team was more talented than 2013. The answer was pretty obvious, but it took us way back. It was yeah. But this one now is: do you think this team is more talented than the 2017 Super Bowl 52 champions? But hold on, before we answer that question,
here we go. You gotta take out the
Way,
goals.
this takes me way back. I had to throw this one. If this was a good luck charm for real. My cat was sleeping on this, by the way. He was loving this belt. He was loving the belt. But do you all right, so do you think the 20 is fucking hair? So do you think the 2019 Philadelphia Eagles are are their roster way more talented than the 2017 Super Bowl 52 champions? The Philadelphia Eagles. What do you think?
Yeah, I think by a landslide. I think we have more. I think it's where it's important is we have more depth. I think what's most important is we actually have a deep threat in DeSean Jackson. That's not just going to be a decoy like Torrey Smith was. Even though Torrey Smith, you know what, he's a good person. He made those important catches. You know, he made the ricochet catch in the Falcons game. He caught that. He caught the that deep ball in the NFC Championship game. You know what I mean? Like we have that, like the depth on the offensive line. Um, Running back by committee wise, like I think we're not. I think we have a huge upgrade from LeGarrette Blount to Jordan Howard, just because
Mhm.
Jordan Howard could do a lot more. The Bears didn't utilize. So the Bears tried to get him to the pass game the first 2 years. Then when Tariq Cohen got to the team, they kind of made him a finisher. Like they run him up the middle to finish games, tire out defenses. You have like a lot of running backs that do different things, which is crazy. You had Jay Ajayi, that was like the violent running back. You had the bruiser and LeGarrette Blount. Corey Clement was, just running like an animal through space with that big body of his. Wendell Small would get his chances when he gets his chances, and he was catching. He was a great receipt. Wendell Small has come a long way from his first
Yeah,
year. I mean,
yes, yes.
really does. Not hesitant. He goes up to he just runs. He grabs the ball and he runs. He doesn't give it. He'll run into people. He'll go out for passes. He did so well. I think we have a lot. We have a lot more receivers that could do, like I said, like the running backs. I think we have more quality and different qualities in positions, and all the players that are in those positions, like at wide receiver too. I mean, it's absolutely amazing, and I think defensive line is even better. Is going to be even better. I know Chris Long retired, and we all kind of expected it was probably going to happen, but you know what? At this point going forward, we can't have we can't be getting we need young guys to step up. Like I talked about defensive end position. Like we got to see Josh Sweat, Deshaun Hall, Eli Harold. We got to see some of these guys step up. At defensive tackle, you have we acquired Hassan Ridgeway from the Colts. We traded the 6th-round pick, got Hassan Ridgeway from the Colts, and he's dealing with a concussion right now, so he probably won't even play tomorrow. But you bring Timmy Jernigan back. There's just too much. There's a lot of depth. And then if you want to go to the corner position, our first 6 corners on the roster right now, the cap hit number is only a little over $8 million. Now that's very low. It's the lowest out of probably the youngest cornerback group in the league right now. And at this point, you really could take those cornerbacks, and what the difference is, even though in 2017, like all these, like the secondary could play different positions, like corners could play safety, safety could play corner. They've even last preseason game they were switching guys around. I mean, Jim Schwartz likes those guys that could cross train, and that's what we've been doing with everybody. Like you go to the offensive line. They put Wisniewski at center because he used to play center when he was with the when he was with Jacksonville before he came to the Eagles. They put Matt Pryor was, I think, a tackle, and they put him was a guard, and they put him at tackle. Big V was a left tackle. They're putting him at right guard. Mulatto was a left tackle, but they're putting. Well, he really wasn't anything because he was playing rugby, but they've had him at left tackle. Now they're putting him at right tackle now. So they're swapping so many guys to where if you have an injury, I think this year is going to be even deeper with more depth. And, I know people are going to say that Nick Foles isn't on this team anymore, so that's a downgrade for Carson Wentz because Carson Wentz hasn't played in a playoff game. And
Yeah,
you know what? Nick Foles hasn't played a whole season. Nick Foles hasn't played a whole entire year.
never.
So you know what? Like 2017, like when Nick Foles came in, he didn't really play good games. He didn't really have. He put through 4 touchdowns against the Giants, but it wasn't a pretty game either. Like then we faced the Raiders, and that wasn't a pretty game either. Before going into the playoffs, so it was kind of like up in the air. Like he just needed to get his reps. And
Mhm.
you know what? We're going to see what Nick Foles does with the Jags this year. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think he's. I think he's going to be there maybe 2 years, and I don't think it's. I don't think he's going to do well with them. I just don't think. I think he's going to be one of those players that can't play anywhere else besides being with the Philadelphia Eagles. Honestly,
Mhm.
same thing as Vinny Curry. Vinny Curry went to
Yeah.
Tampa, didn't do a goddamn thing. But I know when he comes back here, he's going to do something. It's just those players just can't play anywhere else. It's just how it is. But,
Mhm.
you know, to compare this roster to the 2017, it's by a landslide, night
Totally.
and day, night and day. And I think with a healthy Carson Wentz, plus with more weapons that he had in 2017 and more options, as long as Doug Peterson and Mike Rowe do their thing. You know what? We were getting really pissed off at Mike Rowe last year because he's the offense. He got the offensive
Very,
coordinator job,
very.
and we were like blaming it on him. But Carson Wentz was in a sleeve. He had the back fracture, which we didn't even know until 7 weeks later, and he just couldn't move. He shouldn't have played last year.
At all.
He,
I was
he
saying
should,
that.
should have took the whole year off.
I was
Period.
saying that. Yeah.
Um, took the whole year off, and then we're blaming, Mike Rowe. Why are you running this play? Why are you doing this? Why? It's not. At the end of the year, I said, I'm going to give Mike Rowe a pass because Carson was just not fucking ready to play. Period.
Mhm.
Not ready. So with this defensive line now, I mean, it's just, you bring in one of the top pass rushers in Malik Jackson that has something to prove. Malik Jackson's got Super Bowl experience, playoff experience, not coming in to be the hoorah guy, not coming in to be that guy. He's coming in to he came to the Philadelphia Eagles to play next to Fletcher Cox. The
Mhm.
Packers were after him, and he didn't go to the Packers. He came to the Philadelphia Eagles to play with Fletcher Cox because he's just coming in as an added piece. Like I said, he's not coming in to be the guy. And with Malik Jackson, then you got Timmy Jerkin, Hassan Ridgeway, Trayvon Hester, Bruce Hector. I mean, it's just loaded. It's just loaded. Now, with Bruce Hector and Trayvon Hester, both of them are going to be competing. But at this
Mhm.
point, they just signed Aziz Shatu today. It's another guy that's been on this roster, never really got playing time. But and then like cornerback wise, honestly, to this point, I think Jalen Mills will get beat out of his fucking job. He's on the
I
pup
think
list
so
right
too.
now. I
I
think
think so.
I think he's done. I don't even think he's gonna be a Philadelphia Eagle after this year. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. He's not gonna get a big contract, I'll tell you that much. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
this
I don't think
this
so.
this defense is built within the trenches. It's built from the defensive line. You can't have these high paid corners, and then you can't have a good defensive line with all the depth. You just can't with the money. You just can't. It's impossible. So we had 13 cornerback changes last year. Too many new pieces. You had Chandon Sullivan. You had Devontae Bosby. I mean, it was just bad. The communication was just bad because these are guys that just never got playing time at all, like ever. So they're practice squad guys playing an NFL game, and like we had to do a picket fence defense on third down because these guys just couldn't tackle and they couldn't cover and they couldn't do a goddamn thing. But this year, Crevon LeBlanc is hurt. Unfortunately, he'll be out a while, which sucks. But you still got the fourth round pick of Avonte Maddox. Sidney Jones is as having a healthy and very, very good camp, very good practices, and he's got to play outside. Um, you sign Orlando Scandrick, which wasn't really like a big Orlando Scandrick wasn't, we kind of got laughed at. You sign Orlando Scandrick, everybody laughed at it, but it's more of a depth piece, and he's been making plays at camp as well. Um, So you got to have depth behind it. He's pretty much taking Crayvon LeBlanc's spot. He'll probably make the roster just because of Crayvon LeBlanc being out. He'll be put on the IR or whatever, the PUP list until week 8 or whatever. And we're loaded at safety. We're loaded. I know we released Blake Countess because he's had the hamstring injury, so he's gonna be out a while. That was another thing that happened.
Yeah.
But
that might explain.
Yeah. So you got Malcolm Jenkins, you got Rodney McLeod that's pretty healthy right now. You've got Andrew Sadejo that's back as coming to the winning side, not being with those purple pieces of crap Vikings that knows what a winning culture is. And then you got Jonathan Cyprian, which he is a 29. How old is he? He's young. He's actually younger, I think. He's not 29. He's younger. That's coming in and he's made some plays, and that's another vet that's trying to, he tore his ACL last year and now he feels like he's back to his normal self. You got DeAndre Hall, another guy, Trey Sullivan, a guy that's been on and off this team, but whenever he's in the game, he plays really hard. You know what I mean? Safety is just fucking loaded right now.
Yeah.
So do I think it's better than 2017? By a freaking landslide.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, I went too long on that, but sorry, I went forever.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. You would definitely looking to answer this for the longest. You probably waited. Everything was just building up, But I agree, man. I agree 100%. I mean, I guess the only thing we can really say at this point, to compare 2019 and 2017, I guess, is the core of the running backs or the core of the quarterbacks, but that's it. But I think this team is definitely better. Regardless if we're healthy or not, I do think 2019 team is way better. But we just gotta hope and pray, everybody will be healthy by then, But hey, it's so hard. It's hard to stay humble. We've been saying that all summer. It's hard to stay humble when you're so excited for this team. I saw an interesting question actually. Let me see. Once he congratulates the gangway cowardly bad boy. He said he is about 25% completed his goal of benching 500 and squatting 1,000. All I gotta say is, man, don't lose a training day and eat healthy. All right. But here's one from is it E Frosty or I Frosty? Reminds me of a little Apple brand. I Frosty. All right. He said, "What will our record be within the division?" That's a good question. What do you think?
Honestly, are we talking about like who we're sweeping, who we're not sweeping? You're talking about that? Is that what you're talking about?
Whatever. If we're sweeping the Giants, if we're sweeping the Redskins, if we're sweeping the Cowboys, who do you think we're splitting with? Or if you don't want to mention it, you can just say the record itself. You don't even have to mention the teams.
The lowest amount of wins I see us going this year is 10, but I don't even want to say that. I can't. It makes me sick just saying that because it's not enough. Like, I'm seeing 13 wins out of this team this year. 12, 13 wins is what I'm seeing out of this year. I think at this point, I think we'll sweep the Redskins. I think we should be sweeping the Giants.
Yeah.
And with the Cowboys right now and what's going on, at this point right now with the Cowboys, depending with this whole Zeke situation and what's going on with it, even when he's there, I don't even care. Fuck the situation. Right now, it's not even as long as we don't shoot ourselves in the foot or we don't get screwed over. Let's say that first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That game made me sick to my stomach. That whole game made me sick to my stomach.
Made you sick. You had to wear a Cowboy jersey. It was awful.
What did Doug say today? Doug said during that unscripted YouTube video today, he said I'm trying to quote it the right way. He said, "We are going to." I forgot what he said. If someone in the comment section could say what he said, I forgot what he said, but he said something about like we're gonna like dominate teams. He said something like that. It was crazy. Like it was like, oh man, they're ready to come out with the fangs and take over this league, this year.
I'm going to see if I can find it right quick. I'm going to search Doug Peterson press conference. Oh, you said it was unscripted, right? Or something like that?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll find it right now, actually.
All right, Doug Peterson.
Here it is. All right. I'll be able to play it. Here, listen to this.
All right.
Each and every day for one common goal. We all know what that is. We want to get back there again. Let's gear up for another run. It's going to be a special season. We're going to unleash our fury on every opponent we face in 2019.
Whew. Whew. All right. Now, I love that confidence, but think about what other teams could be thinking. That's a challenge right there. They could remember those quotes. They're gonna be like, hold up, is this the dude that said he's gonna dominate? Okay. They're gonna look at our weaknesses, which is our secondary, double moves the entire game.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But
Bulletin board material.
I love his confidence. I love that he wants to be aggressive, but I would say be careful with that. Don't be overconfident. Our schedule may look easy as hell. But what I'm trying to say is, in the end, actions speak louder than words. If you're going to be dominant, hey, see how dominant you can get in the season. Pretty much.
Yeah, Howie Roseman did a good job with his roster, I got to say. Did a really good job.
He really did. An amazing
Jordan
job.
Howard. I can't believe the Jordan Howard. I can't believe that. That a 6-round conditional. I can't believe that.
I want to talk about that, but first things first, I want to give a shout out to Sports Talk with Bros. He is back in the chat. Welcome back to the chat. I really enjoy this dude's content, man. I really do. One thing I really do miss about him right now is that because the Sixers season is over, he's not doing the music no more. Hold on a second. Hold on. I gotta do this in honors of him. Hold on a second. You want to join? Huh? You want to join? Here it is. I'm gonna show you how you do it, y'all. I'm gonna show you how he do it. Hope you watching. Hope you watching.
Yeah.
Hold on. Because he doesn't play this early.
Oh my God.
But yeah, That was one of my favorite moments every time, the Sixers win. But anyway, shout out to Sports Talk with Bros, man. Anyway, I had some fun with that one. But where were we talking?
Jordan Howard.
All right, Jordan Howard. I can't get over it. How exactly did we get away with that? This guy averaged 1,000 yards a season. Already been in the Pro Bowl. He's what, 24 years old?
Mm-hmm.
And we only gave up a 6th round pick?
Conditional, which could turn to a fifth depending on how much playing time he gets. So probably he'll get a fifth. They'll probably get a fifth round pick.
It's crazy because we were struggling running back wise ever since LaShawn McCoy got hurt. I mean, bro, I don't know how we did it, man. I don't know how we did it. I'm not gonna let that first game fool us. I mean, come on. We didn't really have our main offensive lineman, plus people are like kind of in a mixed position. So, I mean, what was it? Jordan Mailata was playing what, guard? Wisniewski doesn't play center very often, at least not with the Eagles. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Jordan Howard, man. I just can't believe we gave up a 6th round pick for him. I really can't.
That was I thought it was taking so long, it was some big trade happening, and they were fighting over what they're giving up, and that's it. That's all it was. It was a steal.
Yeah, a huge steal. Yeah, a huge steal. Sports Talk with Bro said a 5th round pick is Clayton Thorson. You can have that 5th.
Yeah,
I still can't believe we gave that up, man. That was oh my God. Cody Kessler was bad too, but it's like we gotta have faith in him anyway because he's played in the NFL at least. But Clayton Thorson, Alex said, is Jordan Howard overrated? No, I don't think Jordan Howard is overrated. No,
he was the top running back. He was the number 1 running back in the red zone last year. Number 1.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like, and I even said so several times. I mean, Jordan Howard, he's exciting. It's great to have him, but I've made it clear that he is not Ezekiel Elliott. He's not. Not even Saquon. I even said, Todd Gurley, if he was healthy, he's not Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley is done. Todd Gurley is done now because of his knee issues now. He's done. They ran him into the fucking ground. Into the ground.
Alex said, don't say that to Adrian. Oh, man. Talking about Adrian Fecue, the Bitterbirds. Oh, man. But, I mean, but I'm going to tell you this. This is going to be this might be a funny question. If the Eagles were very interested in Melvin Gordon, let's say if it would have, I know. Just think about it. Imagine, spark, sunshine, and spark. But would you rather have Jordan Howard? Would you rather have Melvin Gordon? Even though Melvin Gordon has what? I'm not sure if he's hit 1,000 yet. He's hit at least 850 yards. Well, no, he's been in the NFL for 4 years, right? His first year, he was around no more than 650. But the next 3 years, he was at least 850 and has had 25 total touchdowns, 10, 10, and 5. So would you rather have Melvin Gordon, who's actually fast, may have a better fit in our system, or would you rather be okay with Jordan Howard?
Yeah, but are you talking about Melvin Gordon being a featured back? Or are you talking him in a running back by committee with three other running backs?
I don't know, maybe as a starter. So
because if you're just saying his name, or are you saying like because he wants a big contract too? You know what I mean? Like,
He does want a big contract. Yeah, I know for a fact we're not going to give him that kind of money.
no,
I
of
mean,
course not.
we're
Of
not
course
going to give
not.
him that money.
Jordan Howard's only like a $2 million cap hit. That's it. But for what
I
he
think this is
brings
his
to the
final
table,
year. I know this. I do know this is his final year. So I mean, I don't know if he's going to want more. Next year depends how he plays. But this is his
that's why.
final year, right?
Yeah, it's his final year. But like that's why this is why you draft well. You know, you draft Wendell Smallwood. Like even with Corey Clement being here, like you're not paying much instead of having this one guy in the backfield, like a featured back in the backfield, that you have to make sure that he's healthy and make sure that what I mean. Like once they get hurt and start having problems, it's just an issue. And then if you lose them, then you're screwed. Then you're screwed. Then you have you got to use a no name, or you got to use somebody that has experience but not is going to do too much unless you have a really good offensive line. But I think the running back by committee is just so much better. I mean, I miss having LaShawn McCoy having that featured back in the
I do
backfield.
Yeah,
Like,
but
trust me.
huh?
But look, we could have got Frank Gore. Fucking Frank Gore.
Yeah.
LaShawn McCoy's like, hey, bro, don't go to Philly. They treat people like shit over there. Don't go over there. Oh my god, remember that shit?
I don't know what the
Sorry.
hell that was. Maybe it was just Chip Kelly. I don't know.
It was.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, bro. I do miss LaShawn McCoy, but I just know that's not going to happen, especially
Frank
after
Gore. This is what I don't get. When they signed Frank Gore, I was like, so they're gonna have LaShawn McCoy and Frank Gore? Like, it's just so weird. It's so them two shouldn't be there together. I mean, Frank Gore is I mean, I'll give him props. He's 37 years old. He's still playing. Not like what he used to be with San Fran.
Too. But someone asked, oh man, shout out to my homie Views from the Seventh Side. He said, fellas, serious question. I'm not sure if you can say this with a straight face. He said, yeah, Johnny Manziel or Kaepernick for backup quarterback. We're talking about.
There's so much that goes into that question.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel. I know he's matured. At one point, he was freaking.
That fucking guy mature.
The guy freaking used a fake mustache to get into a club. I mean, he has been partying his ass off, did drugs at that one point. He was what you call a super bad, a McLovin or an American Pie ass player, if you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen that movie. He still had a high school mentality in the NFL. That was Johnny Manziel pretty much. Like he was in a frap or something, just always, partying and yeah. And then you got Cap. I would go with Kaepernick hands down, but not. I'm gonna go with Kaepernick though. Talent wise, I'm gonna go with Kaepernick, but the major downhood side is that Kaepernick has not been on field in 3 years.
That's why I probably wouldn't pick Kaepernick, because he hasn't been on the field in so long. And Johnny went to the CFL and tried out for him, actually started quarterback over there for a team. So he's got more experience. Maybe he would do good in this offense. I don't know. But
He wasn't good in the
CFL
CFL.
hasn't played. No, I know he wasn't. I know.
He was mature. I give him that. But Kaepernick is not trash, bro. We're not going to get into that. I'm not going to say he's trash. He's
No,
not great
I
anymore,
don't think he's
but he's
trash.
definitely not trash. Huh?
I don't think he's trash at all. Like I don't think he's the worst. No, of course he's not better than what we have. Probably. If you put him in an Eagles helmet, probably complete like 3 passes.
Who,
That's not saying,
who Kaepernick?
yeah. And it's not saying much. Like it's not saying much. Like Clayton Thornton said like he was nervous and I'm like, all right, you nervous, but can't throw a 10-yard pass.
I mean, we were saying, meanwhile, Nathan Peterman still have a job. DeSean Kaiser still have a job. Like, and they both been starters. I mean, Dak Prescott still has a job. I'm just kidding. That's gonna make him dance. Yeah, like, come on, y'all. Come on. Y'all saying dude is all right. Look, I am gonna say this. I said this in my video beforehand. Because Kaepernick has not played in the NFL in 3 years,
Right.
he wouldn't be a better option than Cody Kessler at this time. Because at that one point, Eagles fans really wanted Kaepernick. They did. They really wanted Kaepernick. But they didn't want Kaepernick because of Kaepernick. They wanted Kaepernick because they desperately wanted a backup quarterback. They didn't think about the fact that he's missed 3 years. They tried to use one footage, thinking that's going to cover the fact that he hasn't stepped on field in 3 years.
Yeah, what I believe right now is that you're not going to pay before the season starts. There's no way you're paying a backup veteran quarterback full salary.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way they're going to oh yeah, we're going to go sign. Just say, oh yeah, we're going to go out and sign Colin Kaepernick. There's no way because he's probably not going to play for cheap. Most likely not, being a backup quarterback. They're not going to pay him a full salary with a guy that's just coming in before the season. I got a feeling that Kessler might be the backup. And how many weeks will we have to wait? Middle of September, end of September for Nate Sudfeld to come back, and Nate Sudfeld didn't even break his wrist on his throwing hand, so it's not like it's bad at all. Everybody's just gotta fucking relax.
If he still gets sacked, though, that's the thing. If he got sacked, God forbid, but he still got tackled there. That's an issue. I mean, pain can hold you back, though. They say it takes 3 months. They say about 3 weeks to 3 months to heal. Well, for it to, yeah. But therapy-wise or whatever, it could be another couple months.
That's why they're not going to sign somebody. Like, even if he comes back at the end of September, like, I'm not even going crazy about it. Like everyone's got to relax. Carson Wentz is going to get hit. He's going to get tackled once in a while. Like, it's not impossible. Like, he's going to have contact. I mean, we can't make sure that he perfectly cannot get hit. It's football. It's going to happen. He's going to take a hit. But as long as he's not taking hits all the time, I'm good with it. It's going to happen regardless. So everybody just has to chill out because everyone now is like, oh, we have to go out and sign a quarterback. Oh my God, we're flipping out now. We don't have our gift. We don't have that gift of having Nick Foles as the backup. Such a gift. And now everybody's freaking out now, and everyone's not comfortable. Everyone's not used to. So when Sudfeld went down, everybody was getting real antsy, like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what are we gonna do?" So at this point, I think Kessler might just be that they're gonna have a lot of reps because no one's playing, no stars are playing. So Kessler's gonna play for 2 quarters. Thornton, I don't know, I might turn the game off after halftime, but I swear to fucking God, dude, that football game went for 4 hours. 4 hours from 7:30 to 11 o'clock, literally 4 hours, because there was so much. Oh my God, it was awful.
Yeah, and Twitter, bro, I logged off. All right, because I feel like when something crazy, when something crazy goes on, man, you know, Eagles fans, they. Oh man.
So this guy, oh yeah, look at this. Thor Zymir Williams says Thorception.
Reception.
bro, bro.
That's a good one.
He went to go hit a tight end. He threw it probably 25 to 30 yards. I mean, he threw it to the fucking safety.
Oh shit.
Dude, watch the highlights. He threw that ball so far, like, damn, who's gonna catch that? The fucking safety of the Titans caught that damn ball. Oh my God.
Oh shit.
And I was like yelling at the TV, like, oh my fucking God. I was like, why am I getting mad over this shit? Why do I care? I'm like, here we go. Like, the stress is starting. Like, football season is just stress. It's just like every game is stressful.
It is.
Like after like we won the Super Bowl and stuff, like I was like, I need a break off YouTube. I need a break, just a break. Like, I can't.
Man, I had to slap myself, make sure I wasn't dreaming that whole off season. It wasn't Madden this time, you know.
When you have a fourth string quarterback, you know, I mean, our fourth string quarterback is a 5th-round pick. It's just stupid to even say that. It's just dumb. Like, you know, like he just played so bad. It just played so bad. And you can't expect much. You can't expect much at all. He's got a strong arm. That's it. He has obviously he could throw like to the fucking safety, so he's got a strong arm. But
he can throw further than Dak Prescott.
But that's it though. Like, his accuracy sucks. He can't throw short. I mean, he couldn't throw a 10-yard pass.
Yeah.
He threw it to the fucking ground. Like, he's like, and he threw it and it just hit the ground. I'm like, bro. I'm like, why? Why are you here?
We could have done so much with that, man. We could have done so much with that.
Could have drafted another corner. Could have drafted at least a cornerback or something. I don't even care at this point. Like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Well, man, it's about an hour and 34 minutes. So is there anything you want to talk about? Anything else? Or do we want to get to the best topic?
just go to it.
Let's go to it. No, is there anything else though? Anything else?
No, I think that's it. I think that's good. I'm good with it.
All right. So who is? Let me see something. All right, y'all. So the moment we've been waiting for. It's been a good hour and 30 minutes. I want to do this more often once again. I got to find a good day. We can start talking about this more often. Because I know we haven't talked about every single thing, but it's 2 a.m. Your boys got to get up early in the morning.
Yeah.
But how about them Cowboys?
How about? What is going on in Dallas, Texas?
What is going on with Dallas? What is going on? I don't know if this thing is true that Dak wants $40 million, but it's like Twitter would not bring that up. They wouldn't be bringing it up. It wouldn't be all over ESPN if if it really was fake. I think it was out there, but it was quickly deflected. You know, I think there had to be some kind of, so there had to be a reason why Dak Prescott turned down $30 million. Maybe it was the guaranteed. Maybe it was the guaranteed. But I just thought it was kind of weird, you know.
Like, why are you demanding? Like, what have you done to demand? You know what he's saying? He's saying, I love it. I'm so glad we signed Carson Wentz. I'm so glad it's done. And I think it fucked so much shit up. I think it screwed with them because Dak's like, well, I've been in a playoff game.
Yeah.
I've been in a playoff game. He's been hurt. I've been healthy. And he's getting all that money?
I swept the Eagles. I'm a rookie of the year.
My God.
Listen, man. But I have yet to hear anyone that tries to convince us why Dak is worth the money is the fact that he was carried by Zeke. We saw who he was when Zeke wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
He looked like a deer in 3 fucking headlights. Bruh. You got blown what games was when they got blown out like 3 or 4 straight times? Was Zeke in any of those games? I know they got blown out by the Chargers. They got blown out by the Falcons. They got blown out by us. Or there were 3 straight blowouts. The other blowout was against the Broncos, but
no, never mind. Never mind. Zeke was playing in that Denver game. Never mind. He was
playing in the Denver game, but the other 3 times all had to be 15 or 20 plus points, at least 20 plus points. Dak threw how many? He threw more interceptions than he did touchdowns. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
But that person, the person that's never even hit 23 touchdowns, y'all want to pay that man? You want to pay that person over a running back that we've never beaten. I gotta admit, he's ran over us. I gotta admit. For as long as he's been in the NFL, at least 2 out of 3 times, he has been a rushing champion. Now, he would have been a rushing champion for 3 straight times if
he didn't get suspended.
I gotta admit, I admit this. The suspension was bullshit. There was not enough evidence.
Oh yeah, no, it was dumb.
There was not enough evidence, but he would have been a rushing champion, and he was like how many, like 10 yards shy from hitting 1,000. This guy has carried the Cowboys offense to being relevant. Dak Prescott to being relevant. Everything. The reason why the star is even a thing is because of Zeke. But y'all don't want to pay the man? The reason why you guys were even in the playoffs recently was because of Zeke. The fact that they give the rookie of the year to Dak, they're trying to pay Dak the money rather than Zeke. And the fact that Jerry even said this nonsense. You don't need a rushing champion to win a Super Bowl. Okay.
That was a low blow. That was a low blow.
Even though I can agree. I agree with him. You don't need a rushing champion.
No.
Who was the last rushing champion to win the Super Bowl? Was it who was it? Was it Emmitt Smith or who was it?
That's what I'm guessing.
I'm guessing Emmitt Smith. But I felt like that was a low blow. It was, you don't say something like that, especially why Zeke is holding out, trying to get, he wants his money. I would say he deserves it because he has nothing to prove. He has zero to prove. A rookie contract, you're basically you got 4 or 5 years to prove that you're worth it on the team, that you're going to be a future. Zeke has convinced everyone in about 2 or 3 years. I would have just gave him the money, bro.
If
I
you
would
if
say
you
he deserves more money than Carson Wentz.
okay, so if you don't need a rushing champion, then why did you draft Zeke then?
That's a good point. Why would you draft Zeke over what's the
Jalen
dude?
Ramsey. They should
Jalen
have got
Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey in that draft. They could have
They
had
could have
Jalen
got
Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey in there. Oh my God. I was about to say that. What was the
Mhm.
point of drafting? What was the point of drafting him then? That's a good point right there. What's the point of drafting him? It's like I love this dude, man. Feed Zeke, that's my boy, man.
Is the Feed Zeke the guy we played Call of Duty with?
Yeah, that's the dude we play Call of Duty
Okay.
with.
What's up, Feed?
But this I gotta love the Cowboys, man. They're always doing some crazy shit during the offseason, man. But I miss the rivalry, man. You know, Eagles and Cowboys. We hate each other's fucking guts. You know, it's like I want the Cowboys to be good. You know, I want them to be competitive
Right.
so we can beat their ass. You know, that's just rivalry. You know, but it's like Jerry. It's like there are times when they had chances to be very competitive in the playoffs. Hell, even go to the Super Bowl. I mean, but Jerry Jones, Jason Garrett, the rest of their staff is holding them back. As an Eagles fan, I'm enjoying every single moment of it. I am, but it's come to the point. Cowboy fans, feed Zeke is hell. What if you're an 80%er or a 20%er? It's come to a point that I'm sure Joey Shakes can agree, and a lot of people in the chat, but it's come to the point that even if you win the division, we're all will never have to worry about y'all winning a Super Bowl. Or let me say this better. I'm sorry, let me say this better. We all know that you guys aren't going to get far. Let's say that. You're not going to get very far. I don't know if I said it right as far as the Super Bowl part, but we all know y'all not going to go to the Super Bowl. Y'all not going to win the Super Bowl because as long as Jerry Jones and Jason Garrett is there making their, spewing that crazy shit that they do, they're going to continue holding y'all back. As an Eagles fan, I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it, but yeah, they're always going to choke in the playoffs. It's crazy, bro. It's bad. No one should have to feel that way. And I'm not saying this because I'm an Eagles fan. I'm trying to be a realist. But I mean, Jerry Jones' moments was back in the 90s when y'all were the America's team. But man.
Yeah, I don't know. Like they don't have like an open. I feel like they don't have an open door policy. Like I feel like I already know for a fact now they don't know how to handle contracts. They don't know how to negotiate. Like
Yep.
Zeke's feeling disrespected, not even from what Jerry said, but not even there's nothing on the table at all right now. Apparently, there was a rumor that there was 3 offers for each player on the table for Dak, Zeke, and Amari. And you got to pay Amari on top of it, plus the deal that, these other receivers are getting. They're getting 19, 20 million. I mean, it's just crazy. But as of right now, like they don't know how to they have no culture over there. They got no culture. It's just like you want to come here to win and like that's it. And then it's like you give what you get, but Zeke would be the top of my priority right now before Amari Cooper and before Dak Prescott. Because the longer you keep the ball in Dak's hands, the worse it's going to get. If you force Dak Prescott to throw the ball, it's just crazy. And you know what? It's not even just that. Over the past few years, when Sean Lee was out, when they lost the game, it was an excuse. Tyron Smith, the left tackle, when he was out there in that first Falcons game, Dak was running for his life. For his life, he got sacked 8 times. I think it was like 8 or 9 times. I could be wrong, but it was 8 or 9 times he got sacked in that game.
It was like 6 or 8 times, yeah, by the same player at that.
And then when Zeke got suspended the 6 games, I mean, yeah, now it's like, oh, Amari Cooper now has a whole offseason with Dak Prescott, so now there'll be, the chemistry will be better. But I just do not have any faith in Dak Prescott to do anything, and it's just not. I've just seen it. I've just seen it way too much. It's read option. It's the same shit. It's the same shit all the time. It's the same plays. He uses Zeke as a fucking decoy, throw passes, get guys open, and Zeke brings a lot of. When you have Zeke in the backfield, he gets a lot of attention. So then you bring Amari Cooper, he'll get a lot of attention. So you got 3 people seeking big contracts. And then what's going to happen is the next couple of years, it's going to be restructure this person, move some money around so they can save the cap. And these guys think they're still going to have a shit ton of cap space after these 3 get paid. And as they think they're going to have all this cap space, this magical fucking cap. I want to see their GM do what our GM does. We were the last team at the end of last year. We were the dead last team in cap space. We were negative in cap space. We didn't have any money at all. We went from dead last to what before it was after free agency we were 11th or 12th best in cap space. I mean, amazing. So
you know what it is? Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. So it's they don't know how to they can draft whoever they want. They can bring in whatever free agents they want. I'm not afraid of Randall Cobb. I'm not afraid of adding Randall Cobb. Look what Randall Cobb did with the Packers last year. He played horrible last year. Did not do well, even with Aaron Rodgers back there. So if you can't do shit with Aaron Rodgers back there, what the fuck do you think you're going to do with Dak Prescott behind you? So and then the defensive end that they signed, he got suspended 2 games. What the hell is his name? Somebody in the chat say what his name is. The guy they got from the Miami Dolphins. What was that defensive end? That veteran
Robert Quinn.
He got suspended 2 games. So he's not going to be playing for 2 games.
A lot's going on, man. A lot's going on. I mean, David Irvin got suspended. Who was it? David Irvin or Randy Gregory? Randy Gregory.
I think they're the same person because they do the stupid shit. They do the same shit all the time. So with the purple drink. He got drink.
But the guy, it is like the guy that was supposed to replace him is, like you say, is also suspended for 2 games. I mean, isn't that ironic though? Like, man, it's just like, I'm going to send this message because I've already said this in my videos. Then I'm actually have to go soon. But Cowboy fans, huh? What are you saying?
Not even that, but we steal Dallas Goedert from the draft from the Dallas Cowboys. Then they signed Jason Witten back for they pay him $6-7 million after failing in the booth, calling out games. I'm just not afraid of this offense. I'm just not. I don't even think it's really upgraded, really, in a matter of sense. I don't even think they've really upgraded. And they caught us at a really bad moment where we had practice squad corners like Devontae Bosby and Shannon Sullivan, and still went to overtime and still got screwed in that game by the from kickoff to the Dallas Goedert touchdown, just the helmet to helmet. Oh my God, it was just insane. It was just insane. So many missed calls. Referees are getting worse now, and who knows? But go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying, yeah, man, a lot of that missed calls. I still can't get over that the fumble thing. I can't get over that.
The
How
kickoff?
did they miss that? Huh?
The kickoff?
Yeah. How the hell did they miss that?
And there was a picture, and you saw the football on the ground with there was 4 or 5 Eagles on the ball, not a clear recovery. And then Dallas Goedert with the offensive pass interference. He didn't push anybody. He literally just went around the guy. With defender was pushing him, was trying to push him, and he went around the guy, caught the ball, and got a touchdown. I mean, just ridiculous. Just fucking ridiculous.
But that's when I knew right there, man. That's when I knew it was over. After that, like I was like, refs just fucked us over, man. They're just fucking us out of this game. Yeah, man. But the Dallas Goedert thing, one thing that convinced me for sure is the fact that we jumped in front of Dallas to get Dallas Goedert, and Cowboy fans got mad or tried to say, "Oh, you took a player named after Dallas," and everybody and their mamas except for them knew that Dallas needed a tight end. The Cowboys needed a tight end. It's like if that's the case, y'all would not have gotten Jason Witten the following year. It's like, yeah, I don't know. They be in denial, but
And who did they release? They just released their tight end. What's his name?
Is it Rico Gathers? Rico Gathers?
Rico Gathers, the guy that was supposed to be. I remember when he first started playing, they were all raving about him. He was going to be a Pro Bowler, and they got rid of him. It's just another. That Witten move was just a panic move because they needed somebody, and I'm not. And trust me, I'm not. I saw somebody said in the chat that. Oh yes, I think Feed Zeke said say what you want about Witten, but he's a Hall of Famer. No, he is a Hall of Famer. He's a great player, but just as a young team building, to sign Witten was, I guess, it was just a panic move, or at least a move because they really couldn't do anything else. But that was really it. I mean, that's really it. That's all I got out of that.
Yep. He is a Hall of Famer. I won't take that away, but I'm just saying how y'all handled the whole tight end situation, and y'all try to deny that, saying that y'all didn't need a tight end or whatever. I just thought that was funny. Y'all knew damn well y'all needed a tight end. Otherwise, y'all wouldn't have gotten Jason Witten at all. It was just funny, man. But whenever you're ready, I'm ready to send a message. Before I hop on off, because I'm getting real tired.
Yeah, I don't want you to, see all this stupid ass shit while you're falling asleep. How many times playing video games and this guy's like, huh? Oh yeah.
Yep. But here's you.
That was once or twice playing that stupid ass game. That stupid ass.
I fall asleep all the time. We was playing Anthem though. Holy fuck! There were days when it was fun. There were days when it was boring because I don't know. It was a lot of talking or something. But I was thinking about trying it out again one day.
No, they've added more. They're adding a lot more stuff, and it's going to get better. So maybe I'll probably download it again and jump back on, because I definitely want to try to jump back on it. But
I guess call it plot twist. It was a beta this whole time.
All right, so for everybody, before Desert says his last words, real quick, everybody, I got it in the description below. Subscribe to Desert Eagle's new channel. It's DE90. Okay, so subscribe to that channel. Just trying to get the subs up, so at least get him to 1,000, so he could live. Okay, at least he could live stream, and you're doing all your Eagles? Well, explain what you're doing on your new channel now, than what you're using your 5,000 subs channel for.
It's gonna be the same thing, as my old channel. In case y'all haven't, or for those that's gonna be new, I'm not going to be as very detailed as Joey Shakes, always coming out with the great content and everything. Always giving you guys some intel every single day what's going on. What I do, I'm more of the hype guy, the fan, I make reactions every Eagles game. But I also I represent, I talk about the Eagles, I do my what we need to do to win. But what I'm well known for is a trash talker. Hold on a second. There's always something popping up on this damn thing. Oh, there, that's better. But what I'm known for most is talking trash, doing my edits, clowning fans, clowning teams and everything. But it's not going to be as easy because copyright, YouTube and their nonsense. But the reason why I'm making a new channel now, which is DE90, is because they banned a lot of stuff on my channel. So the only thing I can do is live stream. But me making a new channel, I feel like it's more updated. And yeah, that's literally the only way I can fix my issue. And YouTube is not helping as far as fixing my issues. So Joe is just lucky, because he has something. Yeah, you're kind of lucky. You was able to give her a lot of your shit in time.
What? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I was talking about the issues what's going on YouTube, with the channel and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
All the copyrights.
Sorry, I got confused. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Sorry.
You just dodged a bullet. Me, it was too late for me, so.
Wait, how many you got on there right now?
What's that?
How many copyrights you have on there right now?
I got a lot, dude.
Really?
Over 100. Well, I know you had to delete a lot more than me, but
500 videos. 500 freaking videos.
Yeah. Yours was NFL stuff. Mine was like music. What hurt me the most was the 2017 draft. That's what hurt me the most. And they kept telling me to take that video down, take it down, take it down. But yeah, I kept it up, and yeah, it was too late by then. So, but yeah, y'all. What I'm trying to say is, I'm going to start over. When I get to 1,000, I'll pretty much be okay from there. I'll be able to live stream. We can, make our reactions to the Eagles, every Eagles game and everything. I want to say shout out to Terror Belly in the chat, man. But yeah, just subscribe to the channel though. I mean, you guys will be you guys will be entertained. I'll make sure of that. But this time, I'm gonna go, how do you say? A little more professional, because I can't curse. I can't add a lot of music to it.
You're gonna fucking get all. You're gonna wear a suit and tie, like, well, this really great game that we had today.
That's gonna be everybody. Good evening, everyone. My name is DeSean. Right now, I am wearing a green hat. It is 80 degrees outside.
It is 80 degrees.
Yep. That's pretty much what it is. I do this.
It's so horrible now. It's just so bad now. Like it's like it's nothing set in stone. Like they just keep changing stuff. Like now you need 1,000. I don't know why you need 1,000 subs to live stream, which is just stupid. I think it's just one of the dumbest things. Like I don't get why. I don't get it. People like streaming. Like who cares if they only have like 50 subs, 100 subs? Who cares? Like people just like doing it. But
yeah. And the music, it makes the video more fun, more like so many edits. You can add movie clips. We're all just trying to have fun. We don't give a damn about other people's fame. I mean, come on.
It's not even that, but it's not even like your videos are monetized anyway. So if your videos are not monetized and you use a clip, you're not trying to make money off of it just by that.
Yeah. But that's what they always seen it as, though. But you got YouTubers with over millions of subs. They're doing the same thing, and they're still monetized, but it's weird. It's really weird, but I don't know, dude. That's just YouTube, man. That's just YouTube.
Yeah, it's just how it is. But it sucks because I feel like if we started our channels now, it would be like a lot harder to like build it up and like try to do it the way you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I don't know. Like they used to not like when just to shout out to Spunky 1991. Like they never even warned him. See me, they said delete this video within 7 days, otherwise you'll get copyright. It's okay. And I just deleted everything. Him, it's like strike, 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 strike. Channel's
Yeah.
done. So no warning, no nothing. So I check my email every day, and I just saw like I delete over 500 videos. Like within 3 years, I have like over 2,500 videos I've made. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's just so much. It's too much. So I just every few days they'd be like delete these 5 videos. Then another 2 days would be delete these 5. I'm like I just said screw it. I'm just gonna delete all of them. I'm just gonna delete the ones that have any Eagles content, any highlight. Like the only thing I have up are highlight videos that are claimed, but they're not copyrighted. They're just claimed. Which
Mm.
go ahead. It doesn't matter. I like making the highlight videos and stuff. Like I like doing that. So, like I'm using the Eagles practice. Oh, you know why I don't get claimed for that shit? Actually,
Why?
no, I should actually. I use the Eagles practice in the background of my videos, and for some reason, I don't get claimed for it at all.
It's probably
Even with the
because you're
volume.
making a video. It's probably because you're making a video. It blocks majority of that video, so they can't really say as much about it.
Oh, maybe because between me talking with that blocking and then I have pictures coming up through the video,
Yep.
that's probably
Yeah.
why.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, but that's not even true because when I put that DeSean Jackson highlight during the open practice, I didn't get claimed for that either. When he's burning Rasul Douglas at open practice, I
Well,
never.
that's also because
The what?
when it torched,
Yeah,
you talking about the one where he torched the sword. That was because that
yeah,
video was
that one.
only like 14 or 15 seconds. I don't think they're gonna. It has a certain amount of time, like maybe at least a minute or two or so.
No, I doubt that. I doubt it because like when I live streamed the friggin' Super
Mm,
Bowl, which wasn't even facing the TV. It was like I was facing like everybody in the living room.
yeah.
It was claimed because it was from the commercials, from the audio
Yeah.
from the commercials. I
Yep.
mean, it's just so stupid.
Yeah. It does that. Yep. Dude, I was once live streaming when I was at this mall in Aston P. Was it Aston PA or Exton PA? I think it was Exton PA. Exton Mall or something like that. And Jake
Mm-hmm.
Elliott and Zach Ertz, they were both there. We was all waiting in line, to get our autographs. And there was a music in the background, the mall or whatever was playing in the background, and there was a copyright for that. Yeah.
Can you please turn the music off?
Fucking,
Can you
oh my
please turn your
God.
music off? I gotta make a video right now. Yeah,
Yeah, right?
what about at the freaking tailgate? What am I supposed to do? Like, there's music playing everywhere at the tailgate. I'm supposed to be like, so stupid.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna do sign language and be like, I'm gonna do sign language. Be
Right?
like,
That's pretty much all. That's what they're pretty much. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like,
That's pretty much all there is. Shit, man. But
all right. So no practice tomorrow for the Birds, and gonna get ready for Jacksonville Jaguars on Thursday for week 2. I will have
all
a
right.
live stream. I will have a live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, the day of the game. And yeah, we'll start talking more stuff, and anybody can join. And that's it.
All right. Cool.
So, all right, guys. All right, so let's say it again if you haven't. Subscribe to Desert Eagles' new channel, DE90. It's in the description below. He's an okay vid maker, whatever.
Yeah, I'm okay.
If
I'm
you
okay.
like live streams from like inside a car the whole time, that's the channel you
Yeah.
want to go.
That's my office.
Your office.
Joe shakes for me. He looked up to me.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be like Desert Eagle.
You're not going to be what you go to work next on Thursdays. You go to work at like 4, right? You said you go to work at like 4 o'clock. That sucks. So you're like missing. So what are you doing? Are you on like Twitter, or you like just like have the score up or whatever?
I go on ESPN, check the score pretty much. We can't even have radios on the dot. Well, they don't even play. They don't play the Eagles game during over there anyway. They play some freaking jazz music or whatever. That was back when radios was allowed, but all you hear is just forklifts running everywhere, going in and out of trailers. That's the only music we get at this point, or just hum. That's all. But yeah. All I can do is check the score on the ESPN app. That's pretty much it.
Right.
If I get lucky and get off early, I probably, I listen to Merle Reese, on the radio and just speed my way home and avoid tickets. That's pretty much it. But yeah, man. I mean, hopefully, if I get lucky, with this other spot, I have a better chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially see Sunday night games and all.
From driving, for the driving stuff.
Huh?
When you finally be able to drive.
Hold on a second. Are you there? All right, there we go. Say it again.
Say when you're finally like be able to like when you're finally like get a job when you're in the truck and stuff and you're doing all that stuff you're talking about. When you're on the road.
I have a better chance for sure. Yeah. Because back then, last season, I always had to go in Sunday night, So after the Eagles game, I had to take a nap. I don't take a nap at all.
That sucked. Yeah. Like when I worked overnights, I had to do that. Fucking hated it. I hated it so much.
Yeah. Crazy.
Just to stock some pizza on a shelf. Crazy.
That was me at Walmart or Target or whatever.
Oh God.
You always had to unload the trailers, and then they had their little meaningless safety meetings or whatever. Then we got to put every fucking thing up and away. People be bullshitting though, but
that's so stupid because like at Walmart you get everything on the truck without pallets. Then you gotta build the pallet up. Then you gotta wrap the plastic around the pallet and tighten the fucking thing up. Then you gotta roll the damn thing with the power jack or the hand jack out to the floor. Then you gotta undo. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Yeah. Yep.
You could have been a manager at Walmart.
I could have been. You know what? I've had what it takes to be managers in so many jobs, but
what section did you work? Like, did you work a certain section in Walmart?
I've always worked at like they call it HBAs. It was in the beginning, but most likely I did chemicals. Like putting all the bleach and stuff up. There was that and toys. Putting up. Yeah, they always had me in that section too.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit sucks, dude. It sucks.
Yep.
Fucking weirdos. Weirdos in Walmart. Fucking too many weird people.
Definitely weirdos at Walmart. No doubt about that. Definitely weirdos. On the bright note, if you wanted to smoke weed, you ain't got to worry about getting drug tested. Other than that, the job really sucked. The job really sucked. Pay was ass. But, hey, what's up, Bird Game Sports? What's going on?
Per game, what's up, dude? Yeah, like that was probably like when like minimum wage used to be like $8 an hour. Like fucking bullshit.
Shit, it's 7.25 in Philly. I don't know if it still is, but
What? No
yeah,
fucking way. How the hell are you supposed to live off $7.25? That's fucking nuts.
people at McDonald's don't find that a problem.
Dude, people at McDonald's want more money and they still fuck everything up. Dude, I'll go to the drive-thru overnight and I'm by myself and I order food
Yeah,
and I'm still waiting 15, 20 minutes. And then if I order something that's off, like, see, if you order like breakfast, like at like 10, 11 o'clock, they're like, oh, park in that spot over there. I'm like, why? They put you in these, at mine, they put you in these parking spots and then they come out with the food and stuff through the door. I'm like, what? Oh, mango smoothies are in stock, though.
yeah. How about
Mango
that?
smoothies
Must be
are in
nice.
stock. I went to a Wendy's when I went to the Miami Dolphins preseason game like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Like I went to that. Me and my girlfriend walked to the Wendy's, and it was so fucking disgusting. It was the dirtiest fucking place I have ever like. I know fast food
Yeah.
places aren't like the best, but like it looked really like we walked too far. Like we were walking way too far to the point where it was like the projects or I don't even know where the hell we were. It was some dingy like Wendy's. It was like horrible. It was disgusting.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So,
Mm.
but yeah. I haven't played a game in probably 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I haven't played anything in 2 weeks. Literally.
Yes.
I'm fucking falling asleep when I get home. Can't stand it. It's annoying me.
If any reason I played, I just get like daily awards from like I do 2K now, Gran Turismo, and now GTA because apparently GTA they have this casino now.
Yeah, the new
Yeah, it has
casino
like this
update.
this is Wheel of Fortune or whatever, and you could win like hundreds of thousands, or you could win a nice car, a lot of that stuff. But that was only that one time I did it, and I just haven't really had the chance to do it since. But
Yeah.
I'm broke as hell in GTA. I've been spending. I always spend the money. I suck at saving.
Yeah, you always yeah, I know. Just buy the card sharks, bro. Quick money. Pay like $100 and you get like $2 million.
I know, right? You know, you should. What's your card number so I can put it in? $100. That's nothing. Yeah, let me ask Floyd Mayweather. Sure, he don't mind paying it.
Yeah, I bought you Anthem, but where'd that go?
You know, right? I feel it's like I can't even be mad at this. If anything, I'm mad for you.
Yeah, probably.
That was a waste of $10 on my end. I am so mad.
Oh.
Why is this cat biting me?
I missed that game, dude. I missed flying around. I just missed it, but it just got so boring because there was no content. There was nothing to friggin' do. It was the same mission. Oh, get behind the cover. The tank's gonna shoot you. Oh.
Right? Right?
Get behind the cover. Oh my god. It's such a good game. It's got so much potential. Like the co-op is just amazing. Like the flying around is my favorite. I just love the flying around. It's great.
It was all like pretty much Iron Man, but you know, you
Yeah,
had
that's what it reminded me of.
yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna see what they added to it, but the same fucking same weapons, like same drops. Oh my god. Like I got like 6 of these fucking guns.
I got legendaries. Oh,
You
it's
get
the
pissed. You
pistol.
get pissed off at the other person. You're like, "Fuck you! You got a legendary." Fucking
No, one
drop.
game I really want to play again though is Apex. I do want to get back into that.
Dude, we played really good.
Yeah.
We actually played really good. Dude, Friday the 13th.
Right. Friday
You
13th, right.
dude, you're such a hypocrite, bro, because like you're like, I haven't played in a while, and then you're Jason, you just fucking slaughter everybody like it's
I don't know, man. I don't know.
we gotta play Friday the 13th, dude. Oh my god. We gotta play it.
No,
Yeah. It
we
just came
definitely.
out for the Nintendo Switch. They just released it for Nintendo Switch, which is crazy. So they must be still working on it. So it's good.
So you swing the remote. That's Jason swinging too, or like why do they go to Switch? What's that
I don't
for?
know. You could play it like it's a game, like you know how you could take the Switch out off your TV and play it in your hand. You could play it in your hands. I mean, I don't think that's anything like, oh my god, what? Because I could take it outside. I could while I'm waiting for the school bus. I could fucking play a quick game. Who gives a shit? So
Weren't they
stupid.
just in a lawsuit for that? For I mean, they got the money to go to Switch. God damn.
Yeah, like the skeleton sitting at the computer.
Yeah.
The Chinese guy, the Chinese guy holding a little piece of paper. It's like things that they fix in this game. The guys.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Still waiting on the there's a freaking skeleton. Yeah, I remember. I was getting so mad. Unreal.
The
Fucking
game's
oh
still
my
good
god.
though. The game is still fun though. Oh my god.
It's fun. It has such great potential, but them damn bugs was killing us though.
Like the game would just like log you out. Like at the like you'd want the match to end real fast. Like and they like and then right when like it's loading, it'd be like your connection was timed out. You're like, what the fuck? And you're like, oh
Yeah,
my
it's crazy. It is.
god. Yeah, we gotta jump on that shit soon. Definitely. I'm
Yep,
gonna be
yep.
jumping on PS4 soon. I've been on my Xbox like crazy. So, because like Borderlands, you gotta buy Borderlands 3. It's it's not online. It's co-op online. It's co-op online. You can play with 2 to 4 people. Like one, you can play by yourself. That game you should definitely buy. That is worth it. You got to watch you haven't watched anything for it. It's really really good. It's all like different guns. There's a billion guns in the game. A billion, like actually a billion guns. It's ridiculous. There's like 5 different characters you could be with a class tree. You could put upgrades. It's teamwork and it's really good. You got to buy that game.
All
It's
right.
good.
All right, cool.
Comes
All
out
right,
in
sounds good.
September. Comes out like middle of September. So,
All right.
all
All right, that
right, guys.
sounds good.
So we're gonna head to sleep before we say any more stupid shit tonight.
Mm,
All right, so we'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining the stream. We had a lot. We actually had almost 30 people in here tonight, very late, which was surprising.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get ready for after tomorrow. Get ready for this preseason game. It's the Jaguars on Thursday, and hopefully see someone shine. That's All right, so if you guys haven't, like I said before, subscribe to Desert Eagle 90's channel. It's DE90. It's in the description. It's in the description below if you want the link. And that's it. So we'll see you guys later.
Fly Eagles fly.
Bye. Bye.
Shake squad up.
Peace.
Peace.